Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And today is day 18 of 100 machine learning projects, like with me. And we will be working on a very exciting project today. Is this will be like having a very important, and very relatable topic for you guys. So today we were diving into an exciting project, that is the real-time human pose detection using MediaPipe and Python. And if you have ever wondered like how applications can track your movement, how they can track, like, okay, if your hand is up, if your hand is down, how they are able to track like whole if you're standing, if you're going down, if you're bending, how they are able to track that. If you have ever wondered like how they are tracking that using a webcam or using your phone's camera in a fitness app. And you have also seen like gaming also, or augmented reality, like this video is for you. So we will be using Google's MediaPipe library to detect and visualize key features, that are shoulders, elbows, knees, and that also in real time using our camera, like our laptop's camera. And I will walk you through what this project does, how the algorithm behind it works, and how it is able to capture all the poses, how you are changing it, and how you're doing. And I am also going to give you a live demo of myself. You will be able to see like how it is able to do that, and like what it kind of looks like. And then we will also break down the code that I have written, so that by the end you will also be able to know how exactly does it work, and will also be able to build this yourself. So let's get started. So first, let's talk about like what's happening, what's going to happen, what's happening in this project. So we have this Python script. Let me share my screen first so that I can go with the Python script also. Um, where is this? Okay, this I opened the where is my code? Let me see. I think I have not opened my code. So yeah, let me. Yeah. So where is share my screen? Yeah. Okay, so this is the code that we are going to go through. I have made like multiple code and try to run this model. So if you want to train your own model, so there is this MF, I think double I data set, which has all the coordinates regarding the shoulders, knees, elbows, hands, eyes, even nose and mouth. And so it is going to detect your face also. So as you remember, like in our previous video, we have worked on the face detection, where we were able to do the masking of the face to understand like is it able to detect the face and convert it into a bounding box. So today we will be working on this. So let me go through like how the process works. So this Python code uses your webcam to capture the video, maybe live. If you have any already, if you have a video all like taken video of you before that also, then you can provide that also with with the address of your video. And it's going to process each frame to detect a person's pose. Person's like if the person is standing, sitting, like what is the posture, how it is doing. So it will detect, like it will basically trace where your hands are going, where your knees, if you're bending your knees or not, if you're sitting, if you're standing. So it is going to make do that on the basis of the important features that our body has, like the shoulders, elbows, hands, face. For the face we have eyes, nose and mouth. For the legs we have the body, the back, as well as our knees. So that is how it's going to be. And then what we will do, it identifies that like 33 factors are important, like I told you, the all the and hips also. And it kinds of draws a skeleton. So it is not like the scary one that we all know. It's like a line skeleton that we can see that it is being attached, that those points, everything is being connected to each other to make sure that it draws like like a overlay of the body on the video feed. So on the video feed you can see also that how it is moving. If I keep my hand up, it is going to show you that. and you will also see green dots, like for the, you can see those, that how it is, you will be able to understand that, when I will see you the, when I will show you the live one. But you, to understand, you will have, the markings of those land, those features will be done by, some dots and lines connecting with them, plus a counter shows the frame number and whether a pose is detected or not. So this kind of, tech is very powerful, and it is used in applications like motion capture for animation, fitness apps that correct your exercise form, or even virtual try-ons for clothing. So that the best part, it's running entirely on your computer CPU, so you don't have to get your fancy GPU or something, so you can just work it with that. So let me first explain you that how this algorithms work. So like how this is happening is like, how does media pipe actually detect these poses, how it is able to detect. So media pipe pose is a pre-trained machine learning model built by Google. It uses a combination of deep learning techniques to analyze video frames and identify human body land features, or human body landmarks. So if you want to understand it in a very simple form, that makes me help retain easy. So what is the input layer and how it is going to move forward from that. So how the input processing and what the input looks like is that the algorithm takes each video frame is like in a particular, like a snapshot of a video, the snapshot, picture, and it makes a video. The algorithm takes each video frame, converts it into a RGB, that is the, and feed it into the model. So before the model, the model will do, the model trained on, like it has been trained on like thousands of images, and predicts the 2D or 3D coordinates of, like it will predict the feature, where the shoulders are, where the nose are, where the eyes and lips are, where the knees are, where the hips are of the body. And it uses a CNN network, basically the convolutional neural network, to recognize patterns, where should the joint patterns should be, position should be, and through verifying lighting or angle. So in different lighting, it might look different, but it pre-processes that also. So media pipe is a very good algorithm to use on this, and we are going to use that. And smoothing and tracking also, it to to make the, because my hand is moving, so it has to track that also, so to make it look stable and smooth. So MediaPipe applies the smoothing filters and tracks these features like hands across frames using confidence scores to ensure accuracy. So this is how it is making that, okay, this is the confidence if I'm moving it here. So it is going it with here to make sure that the accuracy is maintained if I'm changing the pose, or if I'm standing and I'm sitting. So this is how model is able to the coordinates of these features, like the shoulders, and which we can then draw into the video feed, and we can see that how it is moving. So at every frame this thing is done. From video, frame is done, frame is processed into RGB, then on CNN, the CNN will predict the features, like where the features are looking, and then it is, then for that particular frame, this thing is sent back to that here is the hands, here are the knees, here are the eyes, nose, and this thing is processed until the, like for the whole video frame. So this is very very nice. But because the media pipe is already trained, so we don't have to actually train the model through providing them multiple things and this. So it is already pre-trained, so it is a very lightweight, and we can run them in a like very simple and very modest hardware. So it's very robust enough to handle different body types, poses, and backgrounds also. Like it's very good, and it is very impressive, pretty impressive for me. So let's just go through the code now. So these are the libraries that are the CV2, MediaPipe, and NumPy. CV2 is for our camera access, like web camera access. MediaPipe is the algorithm that is we are using, that how it is processing the input, as I told you. And this is the NumPy for the arrays, for to make the coordinates and make it more transitionable. So now we will talk about like how with the initialization of MediaPipe works. Like we set up MediaPipe's pose module with real-time settings, medium model complexity for a balance of speed and accuracy, smoothing to reduce jitter, because we don't want like to be like it's broken off as soon as like how the video is going right now. It should go it like that only. And the confidence thresholds ensure reliable directions also, that if it is going here, so if my hand is going here, it should not be going in this direction, that the prediction should not be going in this direction. So this is how it is done, and these how the informations are being like inform main things are being provided. This is basically how to capture the video. So I just cannot access the webcam because sometimes it happens it is not able to access it. So now the frame count is 0 because we have to, we told you that what are the counters. So we are working on the counters if results is equals to, and then the, yeah. So now there are results, like if there are frame counts +1 for everything, when it is, if it is not break, if it is able to read the video, and if it is able to process the video, then the counter increases. For each frame is converted into the OpenCV's default to our webcam's default, that BGR version to RGB for MediaPipe, because every algorithm can understand in its particular format, as we have already like understanding like throughout the projects, that every algorithm has a particular format, and we have to make sure that we are providing our input, we are processing our input in a matter that converting our input, so that our algorithm can understand and relate and work on that. And then the post.process functions runs the post detection model and returns the landmark data, that is the the features coordinates, that where the shoulders are, where the knees are, where all the face, nose, eyes, and hands are. So that's it's going to do that. And then the display of these things also, we can see that here. Okay, so here this results are being formed, and here you can see that display is done, is in show, and then release. This is all is happening in the in the webcam only. And this is the processed frames also, and we can just run it for the demo. So I ran this this algorithm before only, just to make sure that it is working with my Zoom also, so that I can show you the live demo. So let me share my screen with the, okay, where did it go? Okay, yeah, I have it here. Okay. So it got me worried for a while. Yeah. So here, okay, so this is the video. You can see that pose detected, because it can detect the pose because all the informations are here. And you can because it has been like running from since the I have started recording the video for this project. So there are too many frames, like 23,000. So you can see that for every second it is creating a frame, and it is running that. So I just wanted to show you what a frame looks like. You can see that the eyes also, like it has like four dots, four coordinates for that, one nose, and how those it is connected through the lines, like the features, especially with the mouth also, with hands also it is, and these are the shoulders coordinates. So if I stand up, okay. Yeah, let me share by put, okay, no pose detected because it is not able to detect that. You can see that. So as soon as it is able to do that, it is able to pose it detect. So you can see the the waistline of it, shoulders, and how a skeleton kind of information like thing is done till my knees, and this is how what it looks like. And this is a very interesting and amazing project. You can okay, let me first stop this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, where is how to stop this? Yeah, okay, this is done. Yeah. Let me terminate. Okay. So you understood like how the things are, because a video is a collection of lot of frames. So for every frame, it was detecting like how the how and converting the that particular frame into different numbers, and then providing it into convert it into a format that only MediaPipe understands and can process it easily. And then MediaPipe was doing all the detection part to provide you with the coordinates of the important features throughout the body, and those features were sent back towards and showcased on the webcam, like directly. So you can actually, like, during the webcam or during the video processing only, you can see that how this actually looks like. So this is pretty amazing and it's very simple. And if you actually want to train your model for some a particular kind of thing, then you can do, for the facial expressions, because a lot of people think, you can train them for facial expressions, that if it is able to move or not. So this is a very good opportunity if you want to do that, and this is very very interesting and very, I think you should get into this. So this is very good. And what you can do, you can make multiple things out of this. You can make a gym fitness app. You can, train your model for your, but good postures, and you can actually detect that there is this a good posture for, because I like a lot of people who wants to start like as a beginner, they don't know like what posture to go forward, and they are little bit shy also to go to gym like in the starting, because they are worried that they don't know how to do that, and they don't want, and a lot of people are worried that if they do it in like in a wrong posture, they might injure themselves. So that is a very good concern, and you can make an app out of it, and then you can, try it for the users and customer and make a bunch of money, like why not? So this is one of the ideas that you can use, and these things can be used for multiple things, for analysis also, and detecting a human, also in a background also, that we can use that if the face, but yeah, face is also important, because as you have seen that the pose was not detected once I was out of the frame. So make sure that what target you have, and accordingly you can train your model. So, and if you want to go do it like from the scratch, MF, second, I think two it says, or II data set is there. You can use that data set to, train the model, and go from there from the starting, and then you can see that okay, how this is being done. So this is a very good project, and I hope you really like it. And let me know if you try it on your own, if you face any issues, because in the starting I was getting some issues regarding that, so I fixed those. That were basically for my webcam, access. I have, not allowed for a lot of permissions what needed to be given for my laptop. But I hope that it is very smooth for you guys. And just let me know if you guys are interested for any project, if you want me to work on it, if there is idea that you want me to build on it and make a video out of it, or if you want me to build a project for you guys, and just provide you how to make it, or provide you guidance throughout the project, that I can also do that. So this is it from my side, and I hope you really like this video. And may don't forget to subscribe the channel, so that you are aware like uh what will be my next project and what I will be posting tomorrow. So that this was it for today. So thank you guys, thank you so much for being here with me, for with our like both of us and everyone's learning process. So that is it. Thank you. Bye bye.